I'm a gamer who sits all day, yet I just finished the half marathon in under 2 hours with only 8 weeks of training. Here's how I did it. There are two really important fundamentals to training, and if you stick to those, you're 90% of the way there. Graded exposure and progressive overload. Progressive overload is really about performance and performance increase. Instead of habituation, resilience, and preparedness, it's about increase in performance, speed, time, etc. We can get caught up in the nuances of training. There's a lot of scientific literature out there and also being used on social media to prove or disprove certain training techniques on what is right, what is wrong, what is optimal, what is suboptimal. And for running, a good example is the obsession with zone 2 running. Zone 2 running is good for you, it is effective, but because of recent literature studies, the importance of it has been blown up and a little bit out of proportion. It again has moved away from common sense and moved in the direction of over-complication. Like I said before, it does improve the efficiency of mitochondria, like studies have shown, and it increases the number of mitochondria. But the idea that this doesn't happen in zone 3 or zone 4, so training harder, is not true. Yes, your mitochondria react differently to those training types, and your body responds differently to those training types. But since when is training harder seen as something less effective? That has never been the case, and it is not the case. It has always been, and it will always be for humans, a balance between training intensity and recovery. And with that, coming back to progressive overload, increasing the intensity week by week, pushing yourself a little bit harder week by week. What you're asking of your body has to keep going up if you want to have a better performance. And at the end of the day, if you train harder, if you have more intensity, if you have longer training sessions, and you allow your body to recover from those, you will improve faster and greater. This counts for any other sport, this counts for weightlifting in the gym. An increase in intensity is hard for a reason. It requires more capacity from your body, and it will result in bigger and better gains. Now, there are clear nuances to this. For example, the recovery time, right? So you could do a zone 2 training maybe every day, and you can do a very intense training every day, right? Because you won't have the time to recover from it. But if we're talking about effectiveness, efficiency, then having intense training, doesn't matter in what sport, will always result in better gains, better performance than light work. It all is not complex. Just make sure you improve week by week and you put in effort. At this point, we need to start saying train harder, not smarter.